Hey everyone, welcome to show and tell number 24. My name's Claudie and thank you so much for coming to visit for a little bit. Yes, so I have a lot to talk about, but before I delve into all that, let me just apologize for my lack of show notes. It's a little late in the day and I just haven't written any out yet, and yeah. So if I'm a little more scattered than usual, that's why. Also, the lighting. I know that like this side of my face is looking super pale. Again, it's a little later in the day and the lighting's a little wonky. So I moved the camera a little bit so that way it was not as bad. It was bad when I was in the regular position, like facing the window directly, but you couldn't see anything. And if I went over on this wall, you couldn't see anything because it was too dark. So lighting. Anyway, yes. So what are we going to be talking about? I have some crochet and some knitting and a little bit of cross stitch, as well as okay, so let's see. When it comes to like actual number of items, the majority is going to be purchases and things that have come into the house. So yes, but some of them you will, trust me, especially if you're participating in the birthday craft along, you are totally going to want to hang out for that. Just saying. Just saying. So, yes, let's just go ahead and start talking about it. What do I normally do? I can't even remember. I think I normally do, seriously, no notes. Yeah, so, okay, I'm just going to go right into the actual stuff, and we'll talk about what's been going on later. So, things I finished. I have finished one thing, and this was sort of I just need to finish something. I'm working on two large projects, and that, I was like, these are never gonna get done. I mean, one of them is almost done, but the other one is, still got a lot of work to go on it. But anyway, I just needed something quick, so I started a little hat. It's like a baby size. It's probably, I didn't measure it to see how big it is, but I would say that's like a healthy size newborn, or a small infant. There we go. So you can see it is white with a stripe. I don't know if the color is coming out, but the stripe is green. The white is Red Heart Super Saver, and the green is, these are both scrap yarns that I had in my scrap box slash bag slash whatever. The green is really, it's probably like 11 or 12 years old. It was TLC Essentials. I can't remember the color name, and I'm not 100% sure if that yarn is still made. So yeah, I can't remember what I made with this. I can't remember. I think I made a bag, like a handbag. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Anyway, it's just a hat. I did it's half double crochet, and I did, let's see, 8 to start out with, and then I increased by 8 until I had 40 stitches. Then did the next row where I just did 4 increases evenly, and then I worked even for, I think, 2 rows, and then I striped that in with it's just single crochet. This is when I did front post, back post for the faux ribbing. You can see there's my seam. It's not too bad. I'm still like, I'm always looking to like minimize the noticeable seam, but I think it turned out okay. I feel like I decided to do the single crochet instead of just striping it with half double crochets. Someone had done a hat recently, and I watched the video, and I cannot remember who it was now, but they had done just like some simple hats, and they had used single crochet and with, I think it might have been double crochet, and I was like, oh. So when I was working on it, I just did it. This did not take me very long at all, and yes. Yay. that's all I have finished. All I have finished. Well, I mean, I guess it's okay. I technically have a pom-pom finished, but I'll show you that in a little bit. I've been working on my Freezing January cardigan. I'm like off my game today. My Freezing January cardigan. The pattern is by Cheryl Namath, and it's a knitty pattern, and it's spring 2012 or something like that. There'll be links and everything in the show notes. The links to the show notes will be down in the description bar, as well as like all my social media stuff and all of that stuff, like Instagram and all of that good stuff is down there too. So I don't think I've shown this to you in a while because I, quite frankly, had not worked on it in a while. I believe, sorry, I've got like yarn attacking me. I believe that I don't know if I don't think I had changed colors yet the last time I showed it to you. This gray down here is the provisional cast on, so I just did it in the gray. But you can see, and the pattern has, it's just stockinette with these garter ridges every 6 rows, I think. So, yeah, it's a free pattern. I really like how it's coming up. It's got points. It'll have points at the hip. Here is the issue. Because I was not paying attention, like you do. I was just knitting, and I realized that I'd been increasing too fast. The pattern calls you to increase every right side row, I think 15 times, and then you switch to every other right side row, and I did an extra, let's see, I stopped, okay, so I should have stopped doing the increases every row right before I changed. I'm not even showing you this, am I? Right before I changed into the gray yarn, but like I said, I was not paying attention, so I actually, for these last 3 sections, I was increasing, sorry about that, sorry, that's my phone, that's probably my husband. I was increasing no, I think just for these two, for the gray and for this black, I was increasing every right side row, and then on this section here, I switched to doing every other, I think. It looks like, yeah, it looks like that. That's what I was doing. So I did correct it, but I have an extra couple of increases in there, so I'll have to watch that. But it's not a big deal. What I'm going to do to kind of compensate for that is do the next section of increases. Instead of doing them every other, I'm going to do them every 3rd right side row. So it'll be a little bit slower, but I'm going to do that twice, and that should get me back on the right stitch count. So we'll see. Let me see. This is kind of hard to show because it's all like bunched up on the needles and everything, but you can see, and of course, like, it's rolling like nobody's business. I really like how this is coming out. The yarn I'm using is Knit Picks Hawthorne Kettle Dyed. This is in Blackbird, and this is Slate. And I really like how it's looking. I'm excited about it. The pattern is calls for a linen yarn, and obviously I'm using a wool yarn, so it's going to drape a little different. So I think because of that, I will probably have to work a little bit more length in the body, because I don't think the drape is just not going to be there the way it would if I were using wool. But that's okay. I'm gonna just obviously I can try it on, kind of, and know where I need to split for the arms and everything like that. So yeah, and this is a Needle Keeper from who makes these? It might actually just be called Needle Keeper. I'll put a link. I bought it think I might have actually bought this at Knit Picks. I'm not sure. Again, no notes. So I'm just kind of going into this as quickly as possible because like my phone beeped. It's probably because my husband is getting ready to be home. So, and I'm back. That was my husband. Yeah, he just had to let me know something. Anyway, everything's okay. My cardigan is living in my library card bag from Fat Squirrel Fibers. There's Jane Austen. And I can't remember what the pink one is. The Knights of the Round Table. Yeah. So, there we go. That's where that's living. And then, obviously, I haven't got that much done. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe, what is that, 12 rows or something like that? 18 rows? Not that much. But I've been busy on other stuff. And so I mentioned, I think last time that I'm working on a baby blanket, and I'm still working on it. I had hoped to have it finished last week, but I didn't, because something I will talk about towards the end, but well, I'll just tell you now. Basically, I was crocheting too much, and I managed to, like, hurt myself, like you do. Yeah, it's because when I crochet, I have a lot more, like, movement in my, like, arms, like, they get all, like, movie, and apparently, I don't know, but I managed to pull something in my back. It was a combination of that and something else I was doing, and nothing terribly exciting, trust me. But just, yeah, fun. So it kind of, like, I had to slow down. I wasn't able to crochet as fast as I was trying to, so it delayed the progress a little bit. I had to actually put it down for a couple days because I see how it was my best friend, and yeah. So anyway, I don't have it done, and I really would like to put the video out before I show the whole thing to you, so I'm just going to give you a peek because I like you guys. So it is living in this big old basket. I bought this at Kentucky Sheep and Wool last year, and this is where I keep my whips because it keeps it all nice and corralled. So unless it's like a really huge one, like my that chevron Afghan that I've showed you a couple of times that I haven't worked on very much. Yeah. Anyway, so there it is. Ooh, yes, that's what you get. I will show it. It will be done by next episode. So it will be done. Yeah, so, and then that's it for that. No, cross stitch. Yes. I did a little bit, not very much, just a very, very little bit on the cross stitching of it all. And this is the cross stitch. I think the last time I showed you, I just had like this part done, like the legs in there, and now I've been working my way over there. So not a lot of progress done. This pattern is by I think it's RHT Embroidery, and it's basically supposed to be a Patronus from Harry Potter, and it'll say always down at the bottom. So yes, I'll put a link again if you're interested. I mentioned before in the last time I talked about it, I am modifying the pattern a little bit to make everything center. So if you're buying the pattern, that is something that you'll need to kind of keep in mind because the lettering and everything is not center based on like where the deer sits. So, yeah. And now that is all that I have to show you that I've actually been working on. The rest, let's just talk about me buying stuff because I did. All right. Some of it's like, I mean, anyway, let's just talk about it. All right, so Knit Picks had a sale. Knit Picks had a sale. Actually, no, let me talk about that in a second. Let's talk about that in a second. So I mentioned before that I did not have any needle keepers or not needle keepers, needle minders. So you can see like I've got my needle right there, just in the corner. That's usually where I tuck it in. no big deal. And I was like, well, I could just make one because I've got the stuff to make them. And then I didn't. Then I went to Etsy. So I ended up buying 2 because I couldn't decide. So I'm going to show you both of them. I have to be careful because like these have really strong magnets on them, and I'm a little like nervous to like have it near my phone or the computer or anything. So anyway, so this one is by Pinoy Stitch, and she does these cute little they look like books, and you can see like the inside looks like pages, like with the sort of, you know, gold edging on it. This is Anne of Green Gables. There's the magnet on the back. She did not include a card, so I don't know that. And the writing on this card is like French or something, so not like French, it is French. Yeah. So it's really cute and I'm really excited. I love Anne of Green Gables. It like, yeah. Honestly, like, I mean, I liked the books, which obviously, but when I was growing up, I watched I guess they were like a mini series, even though it was like 2 parts. But you know, like the ones it had Megan Follows as Anne. I mean, that's the entire reason that I started watching the show Reign, is because she was in it. So I really liked it. So I bought that one, and then I bought another one. I'm keeping them back here because it's as far away from everything as I can get. Then I bought this one from Delicious Threads. So that was Pinoy Stitch. There'll be links. This one is from Delicious Threads. Her Etsy is shopdeliciousthreads.etsy.com, because I just want to mention that because I know it's a little different. And see, it's a coin and it says platform 9 3/4, King's Cross Station. Or, excuse me, King's Cross, London. Yeah. Super cute. And it's, again, got a little magnet on the back, too. So excited. I've obviously not put them on there yet, but I haven't worked on that since those came into the house. So, yes. And the one from Delicious Threads was actually in black bubble wrap, so I was really excited. Yes. So, I did that. And then Knit Picks had a sale. Of course they did. They had a bunch of stuff on sale, and then they had a 15% off almost everything, coupon code or whatever, and I might have bought some things. Not might have, I did. Alright, so the first thing that I bought, this was sort of like a little bit of an impulse purchase. Surprise. Surprise, surprise. Sometimes Knit Picks will have, like when you're going to check out, they'll have a little thing above your shopping cart that'll say like you can add on like a needle sampler or something like that to try it out. And they had this on there. So these are the this is the Caspian wood, size 8. I don't know if that's showing. Try to figure out which way I'll get the best color. Oh, wait. There we go. Maybe. They're kind of hard to see with the reflection of the plastic. I'll take them out. How's that? Okay. So they're really pretty. Green is my favorite color, so followed very, very closely by purple, and then black, and then gray. So yeah, they had this, so an 8 interchangeable needles, and then a 40-inch cable, and I think it was like $6 or something, and I figured, why not? Why not? So I bought that. I'm pretty sure that the 15% applied to that too, so yay. I got that. I wanted to try them out, and I figured, why not? And then another thing that was on sale were the pom-pom makers. These are the Clover pom-pom makers. This is the large size. This is the small set, or the large set, small set. Sorry about the lighting. I've already used the large one. just to try it out. And honestly, like the difference between how I normally make my pom-poms and this is vastly different and way better. Like these are way better than the way I was doing it before. Full disclosure. Just, it is. I made a pom-pom for that hat I finished last time. This is the cabled hat by, oh my goodness, I can't remember her name. I'll put a link. I feel like it's like Jacobson or Stevenson, something, that's her last name. Anyway, I made the pom-pom with the rest of the yarn from this skein. And yeah, it weighs so much less yarn than the way I've been making them. And even when I used the little like C-shaped cardboard things that I made, it's still much less. I also bought a foam mannequin head. She has no name yet. She's also, and look, she's paler than I am. Yes, so I bought this because it was a little, she's a little lighter to hold up and show you than Matilda back there. So anyway, I really like it. They're really easy to use, and I'm glad I bought them. They were on sale for like $4 or something like that with the coupon code, you know, with it. And maybe you can get them a little less expensive if you have like a 60% off or something at Joann's or Michael's. But honestly, I was like, that seems like a pretty good deal to me. I also bought some clasps. Again, I told you I bought a lot of stuff. I bought some clasps. So these are like sweater clasps. Like if you wanted to like, you know, pin it together, or not pin it together, but you sew these individual pieces onto each side, and then there's a little catch, like a hook and latch kind of thing. Sort of like a bra strap. And I bought 2 of them. I'm making wizard robes. I'm making wizard robes, and I thought that these would work. These, I believe they were on sale for like I can't remember what they were on sale for, but yeah, they're from JHB, and the back says buttons.com, made in Italy, washable and dry cleanable. So yeah, really cute. I think this was the antiqued bronze finish, maybe. Yeah, I think it was the antiqued bronze finish. Also from Knit Picks, I bought a coloring book. This is the Fanciful Folk Art by Carla Gerard. Is this not so freaking cute? I mean, it is. It really is. I am just like, I looked at the pictures, and I went and checked it out on Amazon too, just to see, because you know you can look inside the books or whatever on Amazon. And so I did that, and just so nice. I've got a few other coloring books, and I like them and everything, but like for instance, like the Joanna Basford ones, sometimes they are so detailed that honestly, like my eyeballs are getting old, and I probably need new glasses, and so sometimes it's a little bit like difficult to get in the detail without like getting like really close to the page, or not that close to the page, but you know what I mean. Like sometimes I need more space. So I thought this would work really well, and it is. I will show you a couple of the pictures. I believe I'm trying to find the ones that were on. So there's this one. There we go. There's this one. Super cute. And then there's actually, let me flip through here real quick and find it. There's a sheep somewhere. Oh, there we go. There's a sheep. He's a little bit more detailed. And I think a llama, or not a llama, an alpaca. I know it's in here somewhere. I know I saw it. There we go. Right? So cute. The pages are on one side only, and the paper quality, I have not tried it out yet. I should have done a test, but it's pretty good. But I would say I would definitely test it before using markers. or gel pens or whatever. I would, you know, maybe use colored pencils for sure. But there's another sheep, kind of. It's like a sheep set. All right, so I know what I'm going to be doing later today. I can't. I've got so much other stuff to do. But yeah, so I got this and I'm really excited about it. And I should have bought a second one to give away, but I didn't. So maybe I'll do that later because Amazon does have it. And the retail on it is $9.95. And I think Amazon had it for less than that. And I know I paid less than that for that. So super cute. That's $9.95 US. It doesn't have a Canadian amount. So I'm not sure. It's super cute. And I really like it. I like that most of the pictures are, you know, they're just more, you know, I mean, maybe that's more, I don't know. I don't know really how to explain it. I don't know what that was. I don't know what I was getting ready to say on that one. But yeah, so I mean, really cute, and I recommend it. But once I have given it a test with the, like, to test the pages, I'll let you know about it again. And if I color on it, I'll show you what I've colored. I think that, you know, with the more space between the lines and everything, like, you could really get into shading and stuff. I tend to not really do that because, like, I mean, sometimes I do, but not usually. And then everything else I bought for you. Yes. Well, at least this yarn. Oh, did I mention yarn? Oops. So as you guys know, I am on not a yarn ban, not anymore. I was on a yarn ban for like the month of March or February. February, yes. That because Claire Bob Wilson 123 and Erin Gimme Yarn 418, they were hosting a ban along, and I joined that. I actually won. I completely forgot to mention. I won a free pattern booklet from Claire. So super excited about that. I think I got the hats one. I know I got the hats one. I'll put links. Anyway, so I am hosting the birthday craft along where you can do knitting, crochet, cross stitching, weaving, sewing, quilting, like beadwork, jewelry, all that good stuff. Just crafty goodness. I'm hosting that, and the only requirements are that you had to have started it after March 1st or March 1st or later, and it has to be related to a birthday somehow. So you do have to post a picture and sort of relate how it is to a birthday. Like, is the yarn or the pattern or something, was it gifted to you for your birthday? Is it for someone else's birthday? And also I'm including like babies' birthdays as in newborns, like birthday gifts, because they're having a birthday. So there are details and stuff all in the chatter thread over in my Ravelry group, which is just Crafting with Claudie. And yes. Now, I was initially a little unsure what I was going to do about prizes. I've got a couple things that I have here that I thought might work, but then I bought stuff. Now, we do have to get up to 15 participants, so please go over there and join. You have until the end of April. It was originally the end of March, but I extended it because we all need more time. So please go over and join because if you go ahead and join, you will be entered, or you will be able, possibly, to win 2 skeins of, I know I'm squishing them together, 2 skeins of Knit Picks Felici. This is in the color Candy Jar. It's so pretty. I have 2 skeins of this as well. And actually I looked, this is the same dye lot as the ones that I bought, which is fun. The colors are sort of the sky blue, a pink with just a hint of coral, sort of a fuchsia-y purple, a very, very spring, like Easter egg, like that grass stuff in your Easter baskets, that color green, and then a really light yellow. Very pretty. I think I like, with some of the Felici, the colors are a little close, and so like you can't see the defined stripes. That's just kind of how it is. But with this one, you're not going to have any problems with that. Now it has long color changes, so if you crochet, you shouldn't have any, sorry, my screen went blank. If you crochet, you shouldn't have any problems, you know, using it to get a stripe, as long as you're not like doing a sweater or something like that. If you, or even if you were doing maybe a baby sweater, you might be able to still get a stripe out of it, for each row. So very nice. I think like with, like when you're knitting socks, I've knit socks out of Felici before, and you know, you're looking anywhere from like 6 to 8 rows in one color before it changes. So if that gives you an indication. Yeah, so I think it'll work for crocheting, and I know it is a thin yarn, it's fingering weight yarn, but I figured if, you know, you do crochet, you could always hold the strands together and just work it. That would be like that'd be like more like a DK weight, I guess, because this is a little bit on the thinner side for fingering weight. So okay, a little bit of technical difficulties. So I'm back. Okay, so yes, 2 skeins that if we get to 15 participants, I will draw, you know, from using random.org or whatever, for someone to win this. And then all you'll have to do is just, once I announce it or whatever, just give me your mailing address and all that stuff, and I'll send it to you. So yay, I really like these colors. So, and like I have 2 skeins of it, so if you get this, we could be twinsies. Maybe we could like make socks at the same time. Maybe. While I was there on the site, I went ahead and picked up something for a future prize giveaway / whatever. This is Knit Pick Stroll Tonal in Kindling, and I believe this color was on clearance, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was just low stock. I can't remember. I think it sold like, I know that I actually put in for another color too. I had 2 colors of this, the Stroll Tonal, and one sold out. It was in my like order, but then like when they went to pick it or whatever, it wasn't available anymore. So I got this. It's very, very pretty, and I have never used this color before, but honestly, like I wish I had got like a sweater quantity. Not that I need any more sweater quantities, but I was like, this would make a really pretty sweater. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's just different shades of brown. Some are a little bit more on the gray side. Some are a little bit more on the tan side. So yeah. Yay! Lots of things. But that's for something future down the road. So stay tuned. Then I also, I had to order some stuff from Amazon. We have to fix our closet doors. We have metal bifolding floor to ceiling closet doors in our house, and some of them are just like wonky as all get out, and we had taken them down when we painted and everything, and then we put them back up. Some were missing pieces, and they were missing them when we took them down, and we didn't know, like we just whatever, you know. This is the first time we'd ever owned a home and ever used doors like that before. Like we'd always had like the regular height or the standard height, like plasticky ones. So anyway, I had to buy some pivot pins because some of the doors were missing them. Like they were using the regular ones for it. Anyway, Amazon is pretty much one of the only places you can find the right kind anymore because these are older doors. So I had to buy that. So while I was buying those, I went ahead and picked up some pins. And you can't really see what these look like all jumbled up. But they're basically, let's see. They're safety pins that don't have the coil on them, so they've got the little safety pin end, but then they've got like a bulb looking thing. Let's see, can I get this over? There we go. And these are called like gourd pins or calabash pins or just coilless safety pins. And you can, like, I looked at the different listings or whatever, different options, and you could buy, like, I didn't really need this many, but I could have bought like 20 for like $5, or I could buy 300 for the same price. So I bought 300. I'm going to be passing some of these along. So if you're interested, be on the lookout because like I don't need 300. So anyway, but I think they're gonna be nice for Progress Keeper, kind of like not Progress Keeper exactly, but I guess you could use them as Progress Keeper. You could even use them as stitch markers because they do have a rounded end. But anyway, I just wanted them for a different type of stitch marker for a different type of project. So yeah, that's all I bought. Finally. Yeah, a lot of stuff. Actually, it's not all I bought. I have one thing that's not got here yet because I just ordered it. If you're interested, if you're watching this today, Webs is having their anniversary sale right now. So if you need something, you might want to check it out. It's websisyarn.com. I bought the Knitter's Pride Nova Platina special interchangeable set. They're the ones to make 16-inch circulars, so they've got shorter tips. I bought that set. It's on sale. I don't think it's like the least expensive that it ever is, but I figured it was less expensive than it was on Amazon. So I just went ahead and bought it. I looked at the D-stash threads on Ravelry, and at the time no one had a set for sale. I would have bought it, probably D-stash, but that's fine because Anyway, that's it. I'll show you those when they get here. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm sure they're busy. I placed the order. I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Oh, I also got board games too. So if you're interested in that, we can talk about that. But let's talk about what else has been going on besides the board games, which are fun and amazing. We've been working on stuff in our house. I mentioned the closet doors. We fixed those doors. Well, we fixed 3 of the 5 that needed something done to them. The other 2 are to the laundry closet, and we have to take those doors down because the bottom track, somehow got loose. So we have to fix that before we fix those doors too. So anyway, we're getting it done. We want to sell our house, and there's just a few things that like we kind of put off and or like we fixed and then like it needed like a little tweaking or something like that. Oh, I guess that's it. Oh, well, what have I been watching? Did I mention? Okay, I know I finished Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I don't know if I mentioned that last time. I can't remember when I finished it. So I finished that. And then I started watching a show on Netflix that I cannot remember the name of now. Super helpful. But I didn't like it anyway, so I only watched 1 episode. I was like, yeah. This latest full season of Archer is on Netflix, so I've been watching that. And I've been rewatching a little bit of Battlestar Galactica. And yeah, I've not really watched a whole lot of TV. Just haven't had a lot of time to do it, so that's okay. I mean, I've been working on the baby blanket, and I think stuff has been on the TV, but I've not been paying attention to it. My husband was probably watching something. I don't remember. Whatever. Yeah. I really, really, really want to like read. Like I've got that kind of like I need to get a new book kind of thing. I need to read a new book. And so I think that I'll probably be doing a little bit of reading, or maybe I'll get an audiobook because that way I can do other things at the same time. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I got for you today. If you have any questions or anything, leave me a comment, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. It may take me a couple of days, but I'll answer it eventually. I would like to know something, though. If you have used the Clover pom-pom makers, or I think there's another, they look like this, like they look the same, but they're by a different company. If you've used those, like just a pom-pom maker, Did you notice that you used less yarn than if you did it in like a more just wrap it around something kind of method? I mean, I think I know why, like because of the shape of it. But I've used the little cardboard C forms that you can make to make pom-poms before, and I still felt like I was just cutting away all of the yarn. And for some reason, magic maybe, with these, it just did not feel like I had to trim the pom-pom that much. So I'm interested to know if maybe like I was just doing it wrong. I might have been. Anyway, go ahead and head over to the Ravelry group and join in the birthday craft along. I hope you do. And I mean, like, this would totally count because it's for a baby, a new baby that just had a birthday because it was born. So, yeah. So if you're doing anything like that, please, please go over and enter. And if we have 15 participants, I will draw for a prize after we wrap it all up. And yeah, so let me know. Let me know if you bought anything at Knit Picks or at Webs or anywhere else. I really like to hear about what other people buy. If you bought stuff, if you do a haul video, let me know. Because I'll watch it. I guess I could have done a haul video. I didn't think about that. Whatever. I just showed it all. Hopefully it's not too much of, look at the things I bought. Maybe it is. Anyway, I'm going to go and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!